Here is everything you need to know about the Infinix Smart 5. If you're new to the channel, you should probably subscribe and like the video. Okay, so one thing to note is that there are different variants of the Smart 5. We have a global one and then a Nigerian one. So I would specify, whenever there are any differences, in these two variants. Anyway, with the Infinix Smart 5, there are two major things to look out for. One is battery and the other is display. I'll explain. So starting with battery, there is a 5000 mAh battery. And that's a number that we see all the time, almost all the time, in these sort of budget smartphone range. But Infinix claims that it's a full-day phone. A full-day phone? I don't know, I just don't believe that. Unless maybe they're talking about standby time. But still, I don't think so. But that's good because it means it's an easy one-day phone, or for some people, a two-day phone. So I think battery-wise, you really shouldn't have any problems with the Smart 5. But again, all of this is just numbers, so until we get the phones in our hands, that's when we would be able to tell. But from the look of things, battery-wise, this Smart 5 is looking good. The next would be display. And I don't mean quality of the screen, quality of the display, no, not by any means. It's still the same 720p LCD display that we've kind of gotten used to already, but unfortunately, it's not that. I mean the size, okay? So it's a 6.6-inch LCD display. In terms of media consuming, if you're someone who likes to watch videos, Netflix or YouTube, Disney Plus, whatever on your smartphone, then yes, you're definitely looking towards the Smart 5 because it has a huge display. Next, we have cameras. Okay, so Infinix Smart 5 has an 8 megapixel front-facing camera as well as a rare 13 megapixel and 2 megapixel depth sensor. Now, I'm not a fan of cameras in this price range. Cameras from Infinix, because they're just not good. I mean, they might be decent when you give it like a lot of light, but no. I mean, they tend to always say good things about the cameras, but it doesn't live up to it. So camera-wise, do not buy the Smart 5. Next will be performance. Now, the Smart 5 is a very weird phone, and let me elaborate. First of all, there is only one variant for storage and RAM. So it's either a 3GB RAM, 64GB storage for the global version, or a 2GB RAM and 32GB storage for the Nigerian version. And I don't know, Android 10 with 2 or 3GB of RAM with a subpar MediaTek processor doesn't really add up, so do not expect great performance from the Smart 5. It's going to be bang average, if not below average. So I don't know, it's such a weird phone. Next would be design. Now, it's a plastic back, plastic frame, glass front. Design wise, it's just, again, okay. Yeah, I think that's about it, except price. Price wise, it goes for around 43,000 Naira or 7,000 rupees. I would say don't buy it yet. Usually with Infinix smartphones, after the first couple months, they start to decline in price. So I would say 2-3 months in, the Smart 5, would definitely be way more cheaper, and I think that's when you should buy it. And I also wouldn't really recommend the Smart 5 for just about anybody. It's not really a great phone in 2020. I really don't know why it's called a Smart 5. But anyway, I don't know, maybe you want to get a phone for your grandparents or for your kids, siblings, something that you feel they would do lots of watching on, then yes, the Smart 5 makes a lot of sense. The battery and that big display really helps. But anything other than that, I don't know, I do not recommend the Infinix Smart 5. Yeah, I think that's about it. No, skip the Smart 5. Yeah, that's been it, guys. If you're new to the channel and you've watched to this part of the video, you should probably subscribe, like the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. I don't know, I just did.